Hey there, I'm Nick, a former Amazon bar raiser, and in this video I'll answer the question, what do you do if you don't have enough answers prepared for your upcoming Amazon interview loop? In the Amazon interview loop, you can expect to hear about 25 or 30 different questions. Therefore, you should have 25 or 30 different answers in order not to repeat yourself. So I've gotten questions from our customers on Amazon Bound. What do I do if I don't have 25 or 30 accomplishments and failures in my career? So let me go to the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, if I go to the comments section, I'll show you one of those questions that I'm talking about. Here it is. What if it's a new grad role and you don't have 20 accomplishments or failures like that? Okay, so here's what you do. It's imperative that you do not repeat your answers. You must not repeat your answers in the Amazon interview. I cannot underscore this enough. But on the other hand, you're telling me I don't have this many accomplishments. The answer is to take a big accomplishment that you have and break it down into smaller components. In the behavioral Amazon interview, you describe your accomplishments in the STAR/SOAR format. STAR stands for situation, task, action, result. And usually any noteworthy project, any big project that you've worked on would take a while to complete. Sometimes it could take 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, what have you. The point is that these big chunky accomplishments, you don't complete them overnight. And therefore, they are comprised of smaller sub-accomplishments that are contained in order to get the big thing done. And that's where you can break those individual STAR/SOAR accomplishments and present them as separate responses in the Amazon interview. So let's imagine that you had to ship a product on time, on schedule, and hit a certain budget numbers. And that product took you a while first to build. Well, even maybe before you even build it, you had to hire the people with whom you want to build the product. So first you hired the people. Oh, maybe even going further back. First, you had to get the approval from your management team to build the product, to get the product greenlit. So you got the approval to greenlight the product. Then you hired the people with whom to build the product. Then you built the product. Then you launched it. And then you maintained it. And that took you 18 months to complete. So in the process of all these steps, you have a big situation section. You worked for a company X. You had this type of responsibility, this was your title, so on and so forth. Then in the task/obstacle section, you would describe why it's important to ship the product and how much money you would have made with the product, so on and so forth. Then in the action section, you describe all the steps you took in order to get it done. And in the results section, you would describe what was the outcome of this product's revenue or sales or number of customers or what have you. So this makes for one big, wonderful STAR/SOAR accomplishment, but you can take the smaller components of the actions that you took and break those into separate accomplishments. As long as you don't repeat your action sections across your different accomplishments, you can use them as separate answers to the Amazon interview questions. So in my made-up example, you could say, hey, I had to get a green light for this project from scratch. And that's an action all on its own. And the result is you got the permission to get the product shipped or built. That's accomplishment number one. Then you had to hire a team of 6 people. And you had to go through a number of resumes. Then you had to interview people in person. Then you decided who to hire. Then maybe you made a wrong decision and you hired the wrong person and whatnot. And then finally you ended up with a team of high-performing 6 people. That's accomplishment number 2. Then you tested the product and you shipped the product, and that was a success. Then you sold the product. Then you maintained the product. You can see how, as long as your action sections are different, those accomplishments count as separate answers in the Amazon interview. You may absolutely share the situation, the task, and the results section to an extent across these accomplishments. The situation section stays the same. You were at the same company, you had the same assignment, the same role, the same title, so on and so forth. The obstacle, the task section is also the same. The company needed this new product in order to make X millions of dollars in revenue, what have you. The result section is also the same. You had to ship this final product in order to get that budget revenue done and what have you. The difference across these separate accomplishments is the actions that you took, the individual smaller step actions that you took. And those can be their separate SOAR/STAR accomplishments in the Amazon interview. And if you follow this pattern, you should be capable to produce enough different answers for the loop without repeating yourself. I hope this was useful to you, and if it was, you should check out this set of 7 videos with which you can ace your Amazon interview. It's the 7-day challenge with which you can get hired by Amazon. Check this playlist here next. I'll see you on the inside soon. Good luck.